So let's start today's practice in a seated position, or any seated position that is comfortable for you, either on your sit bones or on your shins, resting your hands in your lap or on your knees, and closing into the eyes, and taking a deep inhale through the nose and exhaling all the breath out. Another deep inhale through the nose and exhaling everything out. And just starting to sit up a little bit taller, lengthening into that spine, the crown of the head drawing up towards the ceiling, shoulders drawing away from the ears, and sit bones grounding into the mat. Just holding it here for a few breaths, bringing some control to that breath, that even inhale through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And trying to be conscious of this breath throughout the practice, keeping it moving with your body. And just holding it here for another few breaths. With every inhale, lengthening out that spine, and with every exhale, feeling the sit bones grounding a little bit deeper into the mat. And gently starting to open up into the eyes, bringing some light back in. And bringing your feet to the mat in front of you, drawing the knees into the chest, and start to take your right hand to the base of your spine, wrap your left arm around both knees and start twisting all the way over to the right, finding that twist, finding that TP twist, and opening up that right shoulder, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, and exhale 1, slowly moving all the way through center, and moving over to the other side. Left hand moves to the base of the spine, right arm wraps around both knees. You're going to find that twist to the left, opening up that left shoulder, lengthening out into the spine, gazing towards the back of the room. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, and exhale 1, slowly moving all the way back through center. Take your feet a bit further out in front of you and bring them hip distance apart. Hands move behind you onto the mat, all 10 fingers facing towards the sit bones. Start to push into the hands and the feet, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, coming into your bridge pose. If you are comfortable to drop your head back, you're more than welcome to go there. Otherwise, looking up towards the ceiling, really pushing those hips up. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, and exhale 1, tucking into the chin, and then slowly releasing the sit bones all the way back down to the mat. From here, extend your left leg out in front of you on the mat, keeping the right knee into the chest. You're going to take your right foot to the outside of your left thigh or left knee, moving the right hand to the base of the spine, left arm lifts up towards the ceiling, and start to hook that left elbow over the right knee, finding the twist on the right, opening up your right shoulder, lengthening out into that spine with every inhale, and exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, and exhale 1. Inhale, moving all the way back through center and derotating over to the left on an exhale. Inhale, moving all the way back through center. From here, you're just going to drop the right knee out towards the side. So you're kind of hooking that right ankle just above the left knee. Start to bend into the left knee and take your left foot down towards the floor. You're coming into a figure 4. Take your hands behind you just for the balance. And then slowly start to move your sit bones closer towards your left heel. Right knee is pulling out towards the front of the mat. Your chest is lifting up, so use the hands to push that chest up and finding that hip stretch in the right. Move to where you are comfortable. No pressure on the knee, really just stretching into that hip. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 1. Slowly start to move your sit bones further back, or you can move your left foot forward depending on what's easier for you. So just giving yourself a little bit more space between that left foot and the hip, keeping the right foot exactly where it is, hands still on the mat behind you, all 10 fingers facing towards the sit bones, and then start to push into the left foot, lifting the hips up, coming into a bridge pose with that figure 4 position, making sure the hips are even, so don't sink into the right hip or sink into the left hip, just trying to keep those hips even, lifting the hips up. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 1. Slowly starting to lower the sit bones all the way back down towards the mat. And hook your right foot, bring it down to the floor. And extend the right leg out onto the mat in front of you. Draw the right knee into the chest. And step the left foot to the outside of the right thigh, moving into the twist on the left, so taking the left hand to the base of the spine, right arm lifts up towards the ceiling, and start to hook your right elbow over your left knee, looking over that left shoulder, finding that twist, lengthening out into the spine, and then twisting a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 1. Inhale, moving through center. Exhale, derotating over to the right. And then inhale, moving all the way back through center. From here, you're going to start to open your left knee out towards the side, and you're going to dangle that left foot just above the right knee, coming into that figure 4, bending into the left knee, taking your left foot down to the mat, hands behind you, and then start to either move your sit bones closer towards your right heel, or your right heel closer towards your sit bones. Keep the left knee drawing out towards the front of the mat, lifting up into the chest, so use your hands to give yourself a straight spine, feeling it in the left hip here. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 1. Slowly starting to adjust your foot, so moving either your sit bones back away from that right heel or the right foot a little bit more forward. Taking the hands behind you, coming into that bridge pose with the figure 4 legs. You're going to start to push into the right foot, push into the hands, lift the hips away, up towards the ceiling. Again, just making sure your hips are even. Your left knee still drawing out. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 1. Slowly starting to lower your sit bones all the way back down towards the mat. And crossing over at the legs, moving onto all fours. Just playing around with your spine here, so either doing a few cats and cows, dropping the hips down and looking up towards the ceiling, and then rounding into the shoulders, tucking into the chin and the tailbone, or you can do a few circles from side to side, maybe a few on the right, a few on the left, and just moving around to what your spine needs today. You could move back and forward, maybe coming into a kind of up dog and then moving all the way back. Just a few breaths here. And taking another 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. and 2, and 3. Coming back onto all fours, finding that neutral spine. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and start to tuck into the toes. Draw the sit bones all the way back towards the heels, stretching out into the arms. So coming into a kind of child's pose, but with your toes tucked, stretching into the backs of the feet, to the backs of the toes. Feel the feet stretching out a little bit. And from here, keeping the chest close to the thighs, start to extend into the legs, trying to keep that spine straight for as long as possible. Coming into your down dog. And playing around in the down dog, bending into one knee and then the other, just loosening up a little bit. Maybe moving the head from side to side. Maybe coming high up onto the toes and then dropping the heels back down. You can do a few kind of twists if you need to, whatever your body needs today. And now start to find some stillness in that down dog, feet hip distance apart, hands shoulder width apart, feeling the pressure in both the hands and the feet. Spine is straight. If you find your spine is rounding, take a little bend in the knees and push the chest closer towards the thighs. Gaze between the legs. And looking between the hands, start to tiptoe your feet all the way up towards the front of the mat, keeping them hip distance apart and folding over the legs, finding that forward fold. Either hands down to the mat, head drawing down towards the floor, or maybe grabbing hold of opposite elbows, maybe taking a little bend in the knees. Again, you can move it around here if you feel like you need to. Maybe bending into one knee and then the other. You can even take a shoulder stretch. You can interlace the hands behind the back and then bring the fist overhead. Whatever you feel you need today. And here for another 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale and exhale 3, taking the hands down towards the floor, bend deeply into the knees, start to round into the spine and slowly start to bring yourself all the way up to stand, 1 vertebra at a time, head coming up last, and coming to stand in Tadasana at the front of the mat. Hands drawing down either side of the hips, shoulders away from the ears. Feet are strong, standing in your mountain pose. Inhale, bring the palms forward and up, look up towards the fingers. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank. Exhale, lower the knees down to the floor, then chest and chin come down to the floor. Inhale, forward and up, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck into the toes. Push your seat to the heels, extend the legs, downward facing dog. Holding it for 5, inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4, inhale, and exhale 5. Inhale, look between the hands, step up between the hands, coming into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold all the way over the legs. Inhale, palms forward and up, look up towards the fingers. And exhale, come to stand in Tadasana. Inhale, palms forward and up, look up. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You can jump, step or float back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding for 5. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, look between the hands. You can jump, step or float up between the hands, coming into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, palms forward and up, look up. Exhale, come to stand in Tadasana. Inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Exhale, folding over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, jump, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, step your right foot between the hands, ground into the left heel, bring your palms forward and up, look up, Warrior 1. Exhale, taking the hands down to the floor, stepping back to your plank, bending your arms to 90 degrees, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between the hands, ground into the right heel, palms forward and up, look up, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back to your plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, holding for 5. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, look between the hands. You can jump, step or float up between the hands, coming into your halfway lift. Exhale, folding over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Exhale, come to stand in Tadasana. And take your feet hip distance apart. Rest the hands next to the hips. Arms are really relaxed all the way down from the shoulders. And close into the eyes, take a deep inhale. And exhale. Another deep inhale. And exhale. And slowly starting to open up into the eyes. And bringing the toes and heels back to touch at the front of your mat. Standing in Tadasana. Inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Keep the right foot grounded. Start to lift the left foot away from the floor, bending into the left knee, and then cross the left ankle over the right knee, coming into a figure 4, hands at the heart, or you can take one hand to the knee, one hand to the ankle, bending deeply into that right leg, lifting the chest up, tailbone is drawing down towards the floor, holding it for another 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 1. Slowly start to straighten out into the right knee. Bring the left knee back into the chest. Start to move the chest forward while extending the left leg back. Arms move back. Moving into your Warrior 3, finding your balance. Chest is parallel to the mat. Back knee is parallel to the mat. Almost turn your pinky toe down of that left foot to square off your hips. Holding it for another 3. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. With control, start to move the left foot all the way to the back of the mat while lifting the arms up either side of the ears. Coming into your high lunge and holding your high lunge. Finding the strength in that right leg, bending deeply into the right knee. Back leg is straight. Heel is drawing towards the back of the room. Hips are squared off towards the front of the room. You're kind of pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. You want the hips to be even. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 1. Start to take your left hand down to the floor while lifting your right arm up towards the ceiling. Coming into your easy twisting lunge. The strength is in the legs. So try not to sink too much into that left hand, into that left arm. Feel the shoulder blades drawing towards each other at the back of your back. And holding it here for another 3, and 2, and 1. Drop the right hand down next to your right foot, framing that front foot with both hands, and start to extend into the right leg, lifting up into the chest, and then exhale, folding all the way over the right leg. Your back heel is still lifted, it's a wide stance. I'm trying to get your chest as close to your knee as you can, and keeping that spine straight, finding your breath. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 1. Start to bend into the right knee, coming back into that low lunge, and start to bring the arms up either side of the ears on an inhale, coming into your high lunge. And straighten out into the right leg, open arms, hips and shoulders, grounding into the left foot, setting up for Trikonasana on the right, hinging the body as far forward as you can first, and then coming down for Trikonasana, the right hand moves in front of your right calf, left arm moves up towards the ceiling, chest is opening up. And holding it here, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, and exhale 1, with strong legs moving all the way back up to center, bending into the right knee, coming into warrior 2, adjust the feet if you need to, take the stance a bit wider. Your back foot is grounded and parallel to the back of the mat. And you're looking over your right fingertips, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, rib cage drawing in. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 1. Start to straighten out into the right leg, drop the left hand down the left thigh, keeping that right leg straight, moving the right arm all the way over your right ear, coming into your reverse triangle, and holding it here. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, and exhale 1, moving the arms back through center. Start to bend into the right knee, and then take your right forearm to your right thigh, and bringing the left arm all the way up and over, extended side angle. You can take your right hand down to the floor, to the outside of your right foot if you want to, otherwise holding it here, keep the chest opening up for another 3, and 2, and 1. Bringing both hands either side of your right foot, sweep the right foot all the way back to down dog splits, lift that right leg up behind you, push the chest towards your left thigh, again squaring off the hips, so concentrate on kind of drawing that right pinky toe down. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 1. From here, draw the right knee all the way into the nose, holding it there just for a moment, and then drop the right knee to the inside of the right wrist, setting up for pigeon, making sure you're not leaning over to the right. Again, hips are squaring off. Lift up into the chest, and then start to fold over that right leg, taking your arms out in front of you, head drawing down towards the mat. Just taking a few breaths here. Just feel the hips start to loosen a bit with your breath. Just sinking a little bit lower. And holding it for another 3, and 2, and 1. Starting to lift up into the chest. Hands come either side of the right knee. Tuck into your left toes. Push up into the hands and into the left foot, bringing the right knee back in towards the nose, And then sweeping the right leg all the way back to down dog splits. On an inhale, step the right foot between the hands, low lunge. And then bring your left foot to meet your right at the front of the mat. Fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Exhale, come to stand in Tadasana. Inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Finding the balance now in that left foot, start to lift the right knee in towards the chest and then hook the right ankle over the left knee, coming into your figure four. Again, hands are at the heart or one hand on the knee, one hand on the ankle, lifting the chest up, bending deeper into that left knee and holding it for another 3 and 2 and 1. Start to straighten out into the left leg, bringing the right knee back into the chest, dropping the chest forward, right leg extends back, moving the hands back, coming into warrior 3 on the left. Find that balance again, squaring off the hips. Chest is parallel, back knee parallel to the floor. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 4. Stepping the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Bringing the arms up either side of the ears. Coming into your high lunge. Finding that strength in that left leg. Bending deeply into the left knee. Right leg is strong and straight behind you. Heels drawing towards the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 1. From here, start to take your right hand down to the floor. Left arm lifts up, coming into your easy twisting lunge. Again, the strength in the legs and not the hand. Right hand is very lightly touching the floor. Left arm extending up, shoulder blades drawing towards each other for another 3 and 2 and 1. Drop the left hand down to the mat, to the inside of the left foot. Start to extend into the left leg. Your stance is wide. Lift up into the chest and exhale, fold all the way over the left leg. Find that breath. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. And 5. Inhale, lift up into the chest. Bend into the left knee. Bring the arms up either side of the ears, coming into your high lunge. Inhale, extend into the left leg. Open arms, hips and shoulders, setting up for Trikonasana. On the left, your right foot is grounded. Hinge the body forward and down. Coming down for Trikonasana. Left hand to the inside of the left calf. Right arm lifting up. Chest is opening up. Keep the hips moving forward. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. And exhale 1 with strong legs moving all the way back up to center. Bending into the left knee. Coming into your warrior 2. Right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Right leg is strong. Shoulders dropping away from the ears. Gazing directly over your left fingertips. Holding it for 3 and 2 and 1. Start to extend into the left leg. Drop the right hand down the right thigh. Left arm lifts all the way up and over across the left ear. Reverse triangle for 3 and 2 and 1. Moving the arms back up to center. Bending into the left knee, taking the left forearm to the left thigh, bringing the right arm up and over for your extended side angle. Again, you can take your hand down to the outside of the left foot if you feel like you want to. Finding that stretch in the right side of the body. Inhale. Exhale 3 and 2. And 1, taking both hands down to the floor, either side of your left foot, lifting your back heel up off the floor, and then sweeping the left leg all the way back for down dog splits. Again, squaring off the hips, chest pushing towards your right thigh. Strong left leg, using the back of that left leg to lift it higher. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 1. From here, starting to bring the left knee all the way into the nose, holding it there just for a moment, and then dropping the left knee to the inside of the left wrist, setting up for your pigeon, squaring off the hips. Don't lean over to the left. Lifting up into the chest, and exhale, fold all the way over that left knee, taking your arms out in front of you. Head draws down towards the mat. Find your breath here. And find that softening in that left hip. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 1. Start to lift up into the chest. Bring your hands either side of your left knee. Tuck into your right toes. Bringing the left knee back into the nose, and then sweeping all the way back to down dog splits. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands. And then step your right foot to meet your left at the front of the mat, folding over the legs. Inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up. Look up, Utkatasana. Exhale, come to stand in Tadasana. On an inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Exhale. Inhale, left knee into chest, crossing left ankle over right knee, figure 4. Exhale. Inhale, start to straighten out, dropping the chest, moving the left leg back, coming into your warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps to the back of the mat, bringing the arms up either side of the ears. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down to the floor, easy twisting lunge, right arm lifts up. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down towards the floor, next to the right foot, low lunge. Inhale, straighten out the right leg, lift up into the chest. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, lift up into the chest. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Inhale, lift the arms up either side of the ears, coming into your high lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, open arms, hips and shoulders, setting up for your Trikonasana. Exhale, hinge forward and down, Trikonasana. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, bend into the right knee, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten out the right leg, left hand drops down the left thigh, reverse triangle. Exhale, moving forward, bringing your right forearm to your right knee, extending your left arm all the way forward, extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, both hands framing the right foot down on the mat. Exhale, sweeping the right leg back all the way, down dog splits. Inhale, right knee into nose, and dropping the right knee to the inside of the right wrist. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up into the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting up into the chest. Exhale, tucking into the left toes, right knee moves into the chest, sweeping all the way back, down dog splits. Inhale, right foot comes between the hands, low lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, start to step into the right foot, lift the left leg away from the floor, coming into your standing splits, holding it there for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Squaring off the hips for 2. And 3. Inhale here. Exhale, bend into both knees and hover the left knee just to the outside of the right calf. Inhale, extend into standing splits. Exhale, bend into both knees, bringing that left knee to hover outside the right calf. Extend into the legs, coming into your standing splits. Exhale, hovering the left knee to the outside of the right calf, holding it there for just a moment, and then coming to sit with the left knee to the outside of the right ankle, setting up for your twist. Right hand moves to the base of the spine, left arm lifts up, moving over to the right, start to hook the left elbow over the right knee, looking over your right shoulder. With every inhale, lengthening out that spine. Every exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. And exhale 5. Inhale, moving all the way back through center. Exhale, derotating over to the left. And then inhale, moving all the way back through center. So options here, either moving into double pigeon, so you square off your left shin to the front of the mat, right ankle dangles over the left knee. And if you want to take it further, folding over both legs. Or you can keep the left foot quite close to your right sit bone and then kind of cradle your shin in your arms, so you can bring your right foot to the inside of your left elbow, right knee to the inside of your right elbow, and then interlace the hands in front of that shin. Keep the chest lifting up, pulling the shin closer towards your chest, and holding it here, maybe rocking it from side to side, or just staying still, whatever you need, and holding it here for another 3, and 2, and 1. Releasing your foot back to the outside of your left knee. If you were in double pigeon, lifting up into the chest, and again, just taking that foot to the outside of the left knee. And starting to move forward, standing into the right foot, bringing your hands further in front of you, and moving all the way back into your standing splits. Left leg lifts up towards the ceiling, and then bring your left foot down to meet your right foot at the front of the mat, folding over the legs. Inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Inhale, bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Exhale. Inhale, right knee comes into the chest, hooking right ankle over left knee, sitting down low, figure 4. Exhale. Inhale, start to straighten out the legs, moving into your warrior 3. Find that warrior 3. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot steps to the back of the mat. Inhale, lifting the arms up either side of the ears, coming into your high lunge. Exhale, drop your right hand down to the floor, left arm lifts up, easy twisting lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand moves down to the floor. Inhale, straighten out into the left leg, lift up into the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting all the way back up into the chest. Exhale, bending into the left knee. Inhale, rising up, bringing your arms up either side of your ears, high lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, start to straighten out into the left leg, open arms, hips and shoulders setting up for Trikonasana. Exhale, hinge forward and down, Trikonasana. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, bending into the left knee, warrior 2. Inhale, straightening out into the left leg, dropping the right hand down the right thigh, left arm lifts up and over, reverse triangle. Exhale, bending into that left knee, bringing the arms forward, left forearm to the left knee, extended side angle. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the floor, either side of your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, sweeping the left leg all the way back, down dog splits. Inhale, stepping the left foot between the hands. Inhale, stepping into that left foot, lifting the right foot away from the floor, coming into your standing splits, Holding it for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale here. Exhale, start to bend into both knees. Right knee hovers to the outside of the left calf. Inhale, extending, down dog splits. Exhale, bending into both knees. Right knee hovers. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, hovering the right knee just for a moment to the outside of the left calf. And then slowly making your way down to sit with the right knee to the outside of the left ankle, coming to sit, setting up for your twist on the left. And taking your left hand to the base of the spine, start moving all the way over to the left and start to hook your right elbow over your left knee, finding that twist on the left. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. And exhale 5. Inhale, moving all the way back through center. Exhale, derotating over to the right. And then inhale, moving all the way back through center. Same options on this side. So either moving into your double pigeon. If you're moving there, your right shin squares off to the front of the mat. Left ankle will dangle over the right knee. And you can maybe fold over the legs. Otherwise, cradling that left shin. So you're going to bring your left foot to the inside of your right elbow. You're going to bring the left knee to the inside of the left elbow, interlacing your fingers in front of that shin, keeping that foot flexed. Drawing the chest up, bringing the shin closer towards your chest. You can maybe rock it from side to side if it feels good. And holding it here for another 3. And 2. And 1. From here, releasing your foot back to the outside of your right knee. And if you're in double pigeon, lifting up into the chest and moving the foot back to the outside of that right knee. And start to step into the left foot, taking your hands out in front of you, lifting the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling, coming back into your standing splits. Exhale, drop your right foot next to your left, folding over the legs. Inhale, bend, knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. And exhale, come to stand in Tadasana. Okay, so playing around here, see how you go. I'm going to move into another final hip stretch. I'm going to bend into the knees, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. And bring the left knee into the chest, hook the left ankle over the right knee, coming back into that figure 4. Hands at heart center. From here, you're going to thread your hands through the gap in your figure 4. You're going to hook your elbows around your left calf or your left shin and slowly start to extend into the right leg while bringing the left leg all the way into the chest. See how you go. And trying to keep that chest lifting up, holding it for another 3. And 2. And 1, moving all the way back, the same way you came into the pose. Dropping all the way down back into that figure 4, unthreading your hands, bringing the hands back to heart center, extending into the right leg, unhooking your left ankle, and then bringing your left foot next to your right, coming to stand at the front of your mat in Tadasana. Maybe just shake it out a little bit, see how you feel. Let's move on to the other side. So bending the knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Bringing the right knee into the chest and then hooking the right ankle over the left knee. First finding that figure 4, hands at the heart. Now start to thread the hands through the gap of that figure four, trying to get your calf into the inside of your elbows and extending into that left leg, bringing the right shin in towards your chest with your hands and holding it there for another 3 and 2 and 1, moving all the way back out the way you came back in, finding that figure four first and then bringing the hands through to your heart, extending into the left leg and then stepping your right foot next to your left foot, coming to stand in Tadasana, again just shaking out those hips and see how you feel. Not an easy one. And bend knees deeply, palms forward and up, look up, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, can jump, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take both knees down to the floor. Untuck the toes, bring the feet together, knees apart. And then rest the chest in between the thighs. Arms come out in front of you, forehead on the floor. Coming into your child's pose. And slowing everything down. Taking some deep inhales and exhales. And finding your breath. Just holding it here for a few breaths. Using that breath to soften out the hips. And feel that belly expanding onto your thighs with every inhale and drawing all the way back to the spine with every exhale. Really lengthening out that breath. I'm going to hold it here for another 3 and 2 and 1. And slowly coming up onto all fours, knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. And coming into a puppy dog, so taking the hands out in front of you, keeping the sit bones high, either taking your forehead down to the floor, your chin or your chest. I'm going to hold it there for 5. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. And exhale 5. From here, start to move forward towards your hands, coming onto your belly, elbows underneath the shoulders, hands out in front of you. Just coming into a Sphinx pose, so the back part of your body is quite relaxed. Using your lower back to lift that chest up and pull that chest between your upper arms. If you want to take it a little bit further, maybe starting to push into the hands a little bit, maybe straightening out the arms, gazing kind of midway up the wall, holding it here for another 3 and 2 and 1. Bringing your hands or forearms out in front of you and then just resting your head on the backs of your hands, flopping the heels out towards the sides, maybe moving around a little bit into the hips and finding your breath. And from here, you're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, so coming into a baby cobra. Instead of taking them underneath the shoulders, now move your hands a bit further away from you. So you really are just lifting up into the chest. Your shoulder blades are drawing towards each other. On an exhale, drop the right shoulder all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, dropping the left. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, dropping that right shoulder down. Inhale, lifting it all the way up. Exhale, dropping the left. Inhale, lifting it all the way up. One more on the right, dropping the right shoulder down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dropping the left. And inhale, lifting all the way up. Bringing your forearms out in front of you again, and then just resting your head on the backs of your hands. Again, just shimming out into the hips. And from here, rolling over onto your back, bending into the knees, taking your feet to the floor. And feet are hip distance apart, quite close towards your sit bones. Should be able to brush the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Moving into a half wheel. You're going to slowly start to lift the lower, then middle, then upper spine all the way up towards the ceiling, shimming your shoulders in towards each other, interlacing your fingers if it's available to you, and start to push the hips up even higher. Holding it here for another 3. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 1. Start to release your hands and then lower your upper, middle and lower spine down towards the mat. Take your feet to the outer edges of the mat, still keeping the feet on the floor, and then drop the knees into touch and closing the eyes just for a moment and taking a few deep inhales and exhales. And opening up the eyes, bringing the feet back to hip distance apart. Either moving into another half wheel or moving into one full wheel. If you're moving into the full wheel, you're going to take your hands either side of your ears. Feet are hip distance apart. Fingers are facing towards the shoulders. You're going to push into hands and feet, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Head drops back. Really finding that extension in the spine. You can play around in your full wheel if you want to. Maybe extending the legs a little bit, pushing the shoulders over the hands. We're holding it here for another 3. And 2. And 1. Slowly starting to make your way down from your full wheel or your half wheel. Tucking into the chin and lowering from the upper, middle and lower spine, all the way back down towards the mat. From here, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And rock it from side to side. Maybe doing a few circles clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Just massaging into that sacrum, extending into the spine. Keeping the knees bent, just taking the feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing hold of your feet from the outside, pulling the knees in towards your armpits, coming into your happy baby. Again, you can just stay like this, or you can rock it from side to side. Try and feel your tailbone drawing towards the mat. You want to try and lengthen that spine all the way along your mat. Just holding it here. Inhale. Exhale 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Bringing the knees all the way back into the chest. Opening the arms out to the floor next to you. Extending from your shoulders. And then take your knees all the way down towards the left on the floor. And look over your right shoulder, finding that twist. And closing the eyes here. Just finding your breath. Should feel good. Shouldn't feel too much pain here. Just neutralizing out that spine. And start to bring the knees all the way back into the chest. Now dropping them over towards the right, looking over the left shoulder. Again, closing into the eyes, just releasing all tension in the spine. Just holding it here for a few more breaths. And bringing the knees back into the chest, giving yourself one last very big squeeze, scrunching everything up, even bringing your forehead up towards your knees, maybe crunching into your face, making everything really, really tense, even tensing into the feet and tensing into the hands. And then extend yourself onto your mat, setting up for your Shavasana, letting go of all control of your breath, all control of the body, and taking as much time as you need to in your Shavasana, maybe playing a little music if it feels good. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.